I've gotten way more opportunities to compete in competitions in the past year than ever in my speedcubing career. Before, competitions were a novelty that happened maybe once every few months. There are obviously certain factors to this, like I'm now old enough to drive myself to the competitions, and I don't have to rely upon my dad to drive me anymore.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
But one of the main things is that there are just far more competitions than when I started in 2018. Since the time I've started, the amount of competitions per year has nearly doubled. Why is that though? Let's take a look at this small venue in Plymouth, Michigan. This was a site of 12 competitions over the course of 8 months in 2023. Frequency like this is relatively unheard of years ago. Similarly, let's take a look at this venue just outside the San Francisco airport. That venue did 3 comps this past year, all with a live stream. What do these two regions have in common? They are both supported by a relatively new and up-and-coming concept called regional organizations. Effectively, regional organizations are groups that are allowed to take profit off of competitions if it means it will be reinvested back into that region. In Plymouth, they have Michigan Speedcubing, and in San Francisco, they have West Coast Cubing, as regional organizations that support that local community. The ability for these organizations to negotiate with venues at the beginning of years for packages with venues makes it so much easier to mitigate the large costs of renting a space.
And let's say you want to be a smart delegate and you want to plan all 4 competitions throughout the year at the beginning of the year so that you can have all of them ready to go. If you think about the ability to do that, you would need $20,000 cash on hand to do that.
True.
You tell me where $20,000 cash even comes from.
If you're able to create a relationship with a venue and are a repeat customer with their space, it becomes cheaper to rent and easier to set up competitions. Not only that, other organizations such as Cubers Live have developed relationships with the venue in San Francisco to make it easier to set up streams since they've done it multiple times now. Regional organizations help the growth of the sport by allowing more opportunities for experimentation in competitions. Having more small comps allows for a safe space for people to learn how to compete and judge. Also, the 35-person feel of some of these comps I've been to cultivate community because of its intimate nature. The ability for regional organizations to profit and take large sums of money in order to bulk buy venues has greatly changed the game and allowed for many solvers to participate in many more cubing competitions. It's also given the ability for newcomers to get into the sport. Regional organizations have truly changed the game.